Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sade. Thank you so much for joining me today for our mini flow. And for today's mini flow, we are working on restorative hips and hamstrings. So we will spend most of our time in very grounded shapes and postures on our mat. So feel free to grab any blocks or any water or any special props that you would like to use for this mini restorative class. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin on our back. So come into a nice, comfortable position on your back. Take a moment to settle in. And you can feel free to keep your knees bent. Maybe you extend your legs long. And just take a moment here. Allow yourself an exhale to release. Letting go of the day, letting go of the week, or wherever you are in the space. Just take a moment to become present. Notice how you're breathing in your body without any judgment or critique. Just bringing in a little bit of observation of self. Notice if you might be holding on to tension, maybe in the body or maybe even in the mind. And see if you can allow yourself a moment of some ease. And allowing your inhales to travel all the way down to your toes and crawl up to your head. And then through the mouth, exhale. Feel yourself letting go of some extra weight or air that you don't need. And take a few more breaths just like that. Really feeling the ebbs and flows of your breath. Allowing your lungs and your belly to expand as you take your inhale. And then to soften as you take your exhales. And then go ahead, start to set your intention for your class. Whatever that is for you, just set a mini intention for yourself. And from here, with your intention, start to enter soft, subtle movements back into your body. And that could be wiggling your toes, your fingers. Maybe you gently rock your head from side to side. And just taking your time here, noticing what's showing up for you in your body. And take a breath, full and deep inhale. Start to reach your arms all the way up and back, lengthening your spine. Feel free to peel your toes up towards the ceiling, interlace your fingers. And then take a moment here. Maybe you rock your body from side to side, especially if this is the first stretch of the day. And take a full breath here, everyone. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Start to scoop your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And feel free to grab onto opposite elbows, opposite wrists as you rock from side to side. And really keep your shoulders pressed down on your mat as well as your lower back. Allow the ground to assist with a little mini massage as you rock your hips around clockwise, counterclockwise. And just notice what's showing up for you in your lower back and your hips. Take a full breath here. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Really feel your belly push your thighs away from you. That's how big you want to breathe. And then on your exhale, squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Let that help you to release the breath out. Again, just like that, everyone. Full and deep inhale. Breathe into your belly. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Let's come into a supine twist. Drop your knees towards the right. Hips are going to scoot out left. And feel free to maybe T-shape your arms here. You can cactus them. For that, you'll bend your elbows, palms face the ceiling. And give yourself a moment to settle in. Softening your fingers and your toes. Even releasing your hips here. Let's take a full breath. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. When you're ready, bring your knees back in. And then make your way towards the opposite side. Drop your knees towards the left. Take a peek towards your right side, giving you a deeper stretch and twist in the spine. And softening your belly and your chest. And take a full breath here. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. And bring your knees all the way back in. Let's come into our happy baby. Grab onto the outer edges of your feet or your knees. And continue to keep your lower back pressed down as you pull your knees in towards your armpits. That's what's going to really help you to open up your lower back and your hips more. Feel free to rock and roll from side to side. Maybe you extend one leg or both legs. But keep in mind, we're still warming up the body, so really take your time here. And we'll take a nice cleansing breath in our happy baby. So go ahead, take an exhale, let something go. Now full breath, everyone. Inhale, breathe into your belly. And exhale it out. One more, just like that. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Feel your belly expand. Through the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. Bring your knees back in. Let's start to make our way off of our back. Grab the backs of your knees. Now start to rock and roll your body forward and back. Feel as if you're massaging your back with the ground as you rock and roll. And then eventually you'll rock all the way up to seated. Transition into your tabletop shape from here. So shoulders gather over your wrists, hips above your knees. And then go ahead, start to enter some movement into your body, taking your time. And this is just an opportunity to check in, notice how the hips are feeling. Maybe you roll your hips around. Notice how your shoulders are feeling. Feel free to shape shift your fingers to face you. And then take a few breaths here. Inhale. Option to come into a few cat-cows. And exhale, releasing the breath. One more just like that, everyone. Full inhale, option to open up into your cow spine. And exhale, let it all go for cat, chin to chest. Now let's start to move into our hips and our hamstrings a little bit further. So from your tabletop, step your right foot in between both palms. Now from here, place your right palm on the inside of your right foot. We're going to move into lizard. This is a great shape if you have your blocks. So feel free to place your blocks on the inside of your right foot. Extend your left leg back behind you. And then from here, you have that option. You can stay right here on your wrist as you shift your hips forward. Option to lower down onto your forearms a little bit for a deeper sensation. Now take your time. Notice what's showing up for you here in the hips. And give yourself a moment to breathe through these sensations, allowing these sensations to arrive and meeting yourself with the breath. Notice if you're pointing your toes towards the side or forward. Either way is fine. It's just going to give you a different sensation and a different stretch in the hips. And we'll take 2 more breaths here, everyone. Take your time in the shape. Full inhale. Stay for your exhale. Last one, just like that. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Taking your time. Start to come all the way back up onto your wrist. And we'll move into our half split, sending the stretch into our hamstrings. So feel free to grab onto your blocks if you have them. You're going to lengthen your right leg as you shift your hips back. Peel your toes up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to put your palms or your blocks on opposite sides of your right foot. And then walk your fingertips or your blocks forward. Start to lengthen your spine over your right leg. This is going to intensify the stretch in your hamstrings. Now, for your half split, you don't necessarily have to have your leg completely straight. Feel free to keep a slight bend in your knee to protect your hamstring as you stretch. Continue to breathe deep. Start with your exhale. That's going to help you to soften the muscles. Now go ahead, take a full breath. Inhale, breathe into what you feel. Stay for your exhale. One more just like that, everyone. Full and deep inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Taking your time. Rebend your right knee. Start to walk your palms back to meet your hips. And then go ahead, step your right foot back. And then step your left foot forward. We come now into our lizard stretch on our left side. So feel free to place your block on the inside of your left foot. Both palms are now placed on the inside. Now you can start to shift your hips forward and down. If anyone wants a little bit more intensity here, squeeze your right glute a lot as you shift your hips more forward. And then maybe you lower down onto your forearms. Notice if you're holding on to any tension in your shoulders, your fingers. And take another breath here. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. 2 more, just like that, everyone. Full breath. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Last time, deep breath. And exhale. Taking your time. Go ahead, start to shift your hips back. We transition into half split. So come back up onto your wrists if you lower it down. Feel free to place your blocks on opposite sides of your left foot. And then peel your toes up towards the ceiling. Lengthen your spine over your leg. And we're doing the same pose, but on a new side. So really honor the different sides of your body. Always meeting yourself with compassion and ease. And take a breath here. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Let that exhale soften the muscles. We'll do that one more time, everyone. Full breath here. Inhale. Breathe into your left side. Stay for your exhale. Beautiful. Start to walk your blocks or your palms back towards your hips. And then step your left foot back. Place your blocks to the side. We're going to come back into a hip stretch. For this one, we're going to move into figure 4. So take a seat on your hips so that you can lengthen your legs forward. Before we go into figure 4, let's stretch our hamstrings really briefly. So sweep your arms out and up to lengthen your spine. And then on your exhale, come into a seated forward fold. Release your upper body down over your legs. And this is going to really give us a hamstring stretch in both of our legs at the same time, since we warm them up in our half splits. And if you bend your knees, you can start to feel this stretch even in your lower back. So take a few breaths here for yourself. And allowing your head to droop heavy, softening your shoulders. Take a breath here, everyone. Full inhale through your nose. And exhale. Taking your time, start to roll all the way up. And then make your way onto your back. We'll come into figure four. So for that, you're going to cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Start to pull your left knee in towards your chest. This is going to send the stretch right into your right hip. And what I love about figure four, this is a second option to half pigeon. It gives the same stretch that we would get in our half pigeon, but just with less pressure on our knee. So anyone can do this shape and feel comfortable. Now for your figure four, go ahead, flex your right foot a lot. That's going to add a little bit more intensity to the right hip. And then squeeze your left knee in towards your chest. Let your exhales help you to ease into your right hip a little bit further. Let's take one more breath here, everyone. Full inhale, breathe into your belly. Stay for your exhale. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Cross your left over your right. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. And take a moment, breathe into your left hip. And feel free to roll out your ankle here. Maybe you scrunch your toes. Sometimes I like to rock my leg from side to side just to shift where I'm feeling the sensations. And let's take two more breaths here, everyone, taking our time. Full inhale, breathe into your left hip. Stay for your exhale. Last one, everyone. Deep, deep inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead, bring both knees back in towards your chest. Give your body a nice hug. Embracing your body and always thanking your body. And then slowly from here, start to extend your legs long. Let's come into our final resting shape of class. And feel free to take up as much space as you need here, just to take a moment, allowing your body to reap all of the benefits and rewards from our stretch. And just focusing on stillness and the breath here. And allowing yourself a full and deep inhale. Breathe into your belly, your lungs. And a deeper exhale. I'll go ahead and leave you in your Shavasana. So feel free to take up as much time as you need in this last restorative shape. So much gratitude for you all joining, and I hope to see you again soon for our next mini flow.